There should be some sort of presentation up here now, but it seems not. So Kevin Mitnick once said that companies are spending millions of dollars on firewalls and security access measures. And it's money wasted because none of those measures address the people, the weakest link of the security chain. Now, would you give away your password if I asked you to? If I called and begged? Maybe I said please. Maybe I threatened with something. Well, I think it all comes down to thinking. Thinking about IT security. And where is my presentation? Right. Anyway, I got a mail the other day from the managing director of Coop, Norway, saying that I've been such a good customer and member that they wanted to send me a message. I just had to click on a link. So why would they send me a message telling me that they want to send me a message if I just click a link? And that is what I mean about thinking. You need to think before you do things. I got another mail from a lady called Tammy. She wanted to offer me world's greatest deal on the stock market. And she said it was a very long time since we've spoken and shared a bottle of wine and so forth. So I thought, hey, it might be a good deal. But if you think, I don't know anyone called Tammy. And actually, I'm not involved in stock market either. So why would anyone send me a mail about that? I also got a mail from a guy called Lee, claiming to be a managing director for a credit card company in Hong Kong. And he wanted to discuss a $60 million deal with me. And I thought, well, I'm just a teacher teaching IT security. Why would a managing director from Hong Kong want to discuss a $60 million deal with me? Kind of strange, don't you think? Also, I've been getting these calls lately from a foreign guy, funny accent, claiming to be from the Windows Support Center. And he says that my computer has given him a message that something is wrong. Obviously, he can fix it if I just go into this website and do the things that he wants me to do. And again, it boils down to thinking. Windows Support Center? Wouldn't anyone calling from Microsoft say Microsoft and not Windows, for instance? And did my machine send out these messages to Windows or to Microsoft? Well, my machine is a Mac. So I thought that was kind of funny. Now, would my Mac send out any messages to Windows or Microsoft for any sort of reason? I wouldn't think so. So what it all boils down to, people usually ask me, since they know I work in the IT industry, ooh, what to do about these security things? Think. If you get contacted by anyone who wants to connect with you on social media, on Skype, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, is this really a friend? Because if you click accept, you will provide this person with information that can be used against you in many ways and forms and shapes. So be careful and think. Now, the banks or any financial institution would never ever ask you to provide personal information through emails, ever, right? Microsoft will never ever call you and say there's a problem. And any administrators would not ever tell you to give up your password because they can do whatever they want anyway. So security, IT security, yes, the equipment is needed, but you still need to think. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Scott Tumulty here telling about a vlogger's journey there and back again.
Hello, gathered people, gathered humans. Yep, from IT security to sharing all your personal details on YouTube. What a contrast. So, this is a vlogger's tale there and back again. It's just a general... Hi, cheers. Just a general story of how I started on YouTube and how it brought myself here. I really hope everybody can see that rabbit and it's not just me being really sleep deprived. So, I started on YouTube in earnest round about the start of 2013. 2012 was quite a busy year for me. I kind of at the end realised, wow, I went to work way too much. I genuinely worked my way out of a relationship. That's how busy I was. And I said to myself in New Year's, I should play more games. And I should drink more. So the concept, Scott Plays Bad Games While Hammered, was born. Essentially, me and my brother always buy terrible games for each other, like Shaq Fu or Robocop for the Xbox, that kind of thing. So I'd sit, I'd get wasted on rum, and I'd play some bad games. Did that for about 6 months, and then Geek and Sundry, a company you may have heard of, came along with their vlogger search. With the amazing Jenny Powell as a producer. She's here too. She's responsible for a lot of really nice shows here, and you should all be very nice to her when you see her. Anyway, they did a search for vlogger type people, and I was already a fan of Geek and Sundry. I liked the vlog, I liked the guild, I liked that kind of thing. So I just threw an old episode of Bad Games All Hammered at them, just thinking, they'll never like this, because, you know, I'm a bit of a punk and a bit of a brat. Deal with it. And Jenny gets back to me and asks me to put it together something new, and I think, oh god, I gotta take this seriously now? Damn. I'd never do that. So we built the old school pixel party, which was all about retro gaming. And somehow I got through this whole vlogger search. And it was weird, because I was such a fan of Geek and Sundry at the time. The whole experience was a bit, you know, oh, Senpai noticed me. And for about 6 months that went pretty well. Made videos every 2 weeks about retro gaming, but I mean, the videos felt alright, but they didn't feel like me. Like I said, I'm scrappy, I'm a punk. I get angry at stuff, I swear a lot. I didn't feel like I was really making the videos I wanted to make. They were still decent, and there were still bits of me, but, I mean, most people on YouTube, you know, oh my god, guys, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Hey, do you remember Mario? Yes, we remember Mario. Stop doing that on Twitter. Christ. So after 6 months, Geek and Sundry tell me, okay, you're still going to be part of Geek and Sundry, but you're going to move to your own channel. And, well, in response, I crafted an 8-minute epic where I hosted an old school pixel party, an actual party, with a 2-minute sad monologue at the end with sad music, explaining that I was going to my own channel. Not that I disagree with the decision, you know, it's a business, you got to get subscriptions, you got to get views. I didn't really connect with the audience that much, that's fine. But the email said, so tell everyone that you're really happy you're moving to your own channel. Nobody gets to tell me to be happy. I am greeting-faced, which is a Scottish term for being grumpy as it possibly gets. So I went to my own channel, made Geek and Sundry videos for a year, until I finally just got burnt out. I just don't want to do it. So I sent an email saying, please, I need to quit, I need to stop doing this. And 2 weeks later I got a response going, yeah, alright, cool, cheers. Got burnt out for about 6 months. I just didn't want to make video. I didn't want to touch internet video. I didn't want to put anything in YouTube. And then the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, the kind of people who make Doctor Who, they came along. And they wanted people in Glasgow who did all sorts of things like video, photography, that kind of thing. So I started making Too Long Didn't Read, gaming news and views for lazy, lazy people. And I've been doing that pretty much every week. And you know what? Geek and Sundry prepared me for that very well, because the BBC, like Geek and Sundry, not brilliantly organised. Back in the Geek and Sundry days, oh, I'm so happy to be here. The BBC, and I apologise in advance for the language, but nowadays I'm of a mindset where I can go, fuck you, pay me. Which I feel has strengthened me as an individual. And but it also means I can actually enjoy the videos I make. I don't make videos for anyone else. I've always been of the theory, if someone was to come to you from the future and tell you, this video will get no views, if you were going to make that video anyway, just for the fun, those are the videos that do well. Those are the videos that really connect with people because they're honest, and they're pure, and they're true, and you probably come across as the best you that you can. But one good thing came out of Geek and Sundry. I got to come here. I got to talk to all of you and all the other people who aren't sitting at the stage but can definitely hear me because this is a loud PA. And you should be at the stage because all these talks are fantastic. So for that, I am very grateful, and I'm grateful to have met you all. Thank you very much for listening to me ramble for 5 minutes. And, 2 seconds over time. I am disgraced. Bye, Z's.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. Next up, our speaker is Ole. He's going to tell us how to be a real pinball wizard. Here he comes.
Takk skal du ha. Hei sann! Mitt navn er Ole Steinlien. Jeg skal snakke litt om flipperspill. Som kanskje de fleste av dere har fått med dere, så har vi flipperspill oppe i Sørenden. Hvis dere ikke har vært der oppe ennå, så ta en tur. Jeg skal snakke litt om pinball generelt, en klubb vi har i Oslo. Litt om turneringer, rangering og det vi har her på TG. Så litt om meg. Jeg er styreleder i Oslo Flipperspillklubb. Jeg har vært rangert som nummer 1 i Norge i de siste 2 årene. Cirka 500 i verden. Og beste plassering jeg har hatt i flipperspillturnering så langt er en 7. plass i VM. Så på en måte, hvis dere har lyst til interessert å lære litt flipper, kom gjerne opp til Sørenden, ta tak i meg, så kan jeg lære dere ganske mye faktisk. Litt om flipperspill. For de av dere som ikke har sett det før, så er det ganske store maskiner. Selve flipperspillet blir styrt av 2 knapper, som er flipperne, og dere slår på stålballer. Og skal vi se. De fleste spill har faktisk ganske dype regelsett. Det er ganske mye ferdigheter inn i bildet. Det finnes veldig mange spill produsert. De fleste er fra USA. Og ganske mange har eksistert kanskje rundt 70 år, sånn som de flipperspillene vi kjenner i dag. IPDB.org er en Internet Pinball Database, som er et oppslagsverk for alle flipperspill som er laget så langt, på samme måte som IMDb er. Så hvis jeg er interessert i å finne ut om et enkeltspill, så er det en fin nettside for å finne ut mer informasjon. Disse maskinene er ganske store, og finnes kanskje ikke overalt. Så veldig mange av dere kan kanskje, eller har kanskje prøvd Pinball Arcade for eksempel, som finnes på både PlayStation, Xbox, mobiler, tabletter og så videre. Det fine med Pinball Arcade er at det er nesten som en simulator, fordi de bruker ekte maskiner. Så man kan lære seg regler på en måte, i dataspillet og bruke det på, på fysiske spill. Litt om det hvor man kan spille spill. I Oslo så har vi startet opp en ny forening, stiftet i januar i fjor. Vi har et klubbhus på Alnabru i Oslo, med rundt 100 kvadrat, og har rundt 20 spill, noen arkader, masse gamle retrokonsoler. Så hvis det er i Oslo, eller bor i Oslo, så kom gjerne innom. Gå gjerne inn på hjemmesiden vår for å se kalender når det skjer ting. Vi er medlem av Hyperion på samme måte som Kandu er det. Vi er vokst ganske raskt nå, så vi er blitt rundt 140 medlemmer. I løpet av en måned så har vi ganske mange forskjellige typer arrangementer. Vi har både flipperspillturneringer, vi har mekkekvelder for de som er interessert i å lære seg litt mer om elektronikk. Vi har både brettspill og retrospillkvelder og mellomstreff, så mye sosialt. Så gjerne kom innom en dag. IFPA, som står for International Flipper and Pinball Association, er det offisielle organet i verden som har rangering på både verden og per enkeltland. Så hvis du er interessert å se hvordan man ligger an hvis man blir med i en turnering, kan man gå inn der. Jeg kan nevne litt sånn, i verden så er det rundt 30 000 aktive spillere, så ganske mange. I Norge så er det blitt en 250 nå, men vokser ganske raskt. Dette her er Øyvind Linda. Det er han som har vært så snill og tatt med seg alle spillene sine. Vært mye trøkk, så gjerne kom opp og snakk med oss, spille litt og ha det morsomt. Hvis vi aldri har spilt spill før, så anbefaler jeg veldig. Det er på en måte som dataspill, bare fysisk, og mye regelsett, strategier og så videre. Takk for meg.
Thank you very much. Next up, our next speaker is going to be Øystein. He's going to try to convince you to delete your Facebook account and why you need to do that.
Hello, TG! Alright, my name is Øystein Berge, and I don't have a Facebook account. And I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I'm still standing. And now I want to talk why I feel that Facebook is the worst social media there is, and why you need to delete your Facebook account. Facebook is a media with a lot of hate, a lot of bad talk, and a lot of bad feelings and emotions. And I think you're being affected by this hate going on Facebook. And I think that you're gonna have a much better mental health if you delete your Facebook account. And the reason I'm saying this is that I've heard about people getting depressed for being on Facebook, for browsing Facebook. And I heard about people actually thinking about committing suicide because they get depressed by being on Facebook. And I think that Facebook is really destroying our privacy. I think that Facebook is making us not care anymore about what we share about our lives. And I think that we put way too much information about ourselves online right now, and that this information can be used against you if someone wants to do something harmful to you. And I really think that in this moment of time, you don't want to be on a list. Because Facebook is really just a list, a database of you. It's a database of what you are, how you are, what you're doing, who your friends are, what you are interested in. Every little detail and aspect of your private life, and that's your private life. It's not Facebook's data to use whatever they want to use it for. And I think that we should be a little bit more concerned about what we actually share about each other on social media, especially Facebook. I don't need to tell you why you shouldn't be on a list, because you all remember history, right? You all remember what happened back in history many times over and over. Facebook is actually just a face recognition thing. It's a place where developers are finding out how to track us, how to use our information to promote products that they can earn money on. And the biggest reason I think you should delete your Facebook account is because very soon, if it's not have already happened, your grandma is going to send you a friend request on Facebook. And when your grandma is on Facebook, I don't think Facebook is so cool anymore. So I can understand why people use it. I can see it from a communicative aspect. I can understand it because it's a great communication tool. But please be more creative. Please find another way to communicate online. I'm not against communication. I'm just against hateful social media. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Up for our last speaker is Andreas. He's going to tell us how to never give up on your dreams no matter what gets in front of you. Andreas.
Hallo, folkens. Jeg heter Andreas. Jeg er 26 år gammel. Jeg har vært på TG de siste 10 årene. Jeg har 10-årsjubileum i år, faktisk. Det jeg ønsker å snakke om er engasjement. TG handler mye om engasjement, drømmer om å skape noe. Innenfor dette, for en del år tilbake, så drev jeg en rekke som kaltes TS-rekka. Denne rekka hadde et utrolig dårlig konsept i starten. Konseptet var at jeg og en gjeng med nerder, altså på skolen, vi skulle rett og slett game på TG, vi skulle være med på kompo. Vi kalte oss for The Survivors, for vi var så høye på pære på oss selv at vi liksom skulle vinne alt. Det gjorde jeg selvfølgelig ikke, men jeg ville drive en rekke. Jeg ville ha en egen rekke, jeg ville beholde navnet. Men hvorfor skal jeg beholde et navn som The Survivors? Jo, nettopp fordi TG07, som var mitt første år på TG, var kanskje det beste, men også det dårligste, nettopp fordi at jeg følte meg ikke trygg. Så jeg setter opp en rekke som dreier seg om å samle nybegynnere. Det første året så fikk vi jævlig mye juling på dette her. Vi fikk masse dårlige tilbakemeldinger fordi folk syntes konseptet var for tynt. Og det var det også en liten periode, til vi greide å utvide det. Jeg sto her oppe på tribunen og snakket til en venn av meg. Jeg sier til han at innen 3 år så når vi et mål på i hvert fall 50 stykker. Det gikk 3 år. På andre året så hadde vi topp på 50. TS-rekka var den rekka som ble annonsert på Gathering.org først. Vi ble annonsert 2 ganger. En gang når vi vant en ryddekonkurranse, annen gang når vi faktisk ble promotert for at folk skulle melde seg på, nettopp fordi konseptet var at vi skulle ha nybegynnere, for at de kunne få en trygg start. Vi hadde et eget crew i hele pakka. Andre året gikk glatt. Tredje året var take-offen. Vi hadde 105 deltakere. Vi var i løpet av 3 år en av de største rekkene som var på TG på det tidspunktet. Året etter så fikk vi dessverre ingen nyhetsspalte på TG-siden. Jeg prøvde å arrangere rekka. Vi gikk i lavtall. Det ender med at vi går fra 105 personer til rundt kanskje 50, 30, 40 rundt der et sted. Og dessverre det året så måtte jeg selv også gå av. fordi jeg gikk inn i crew. Og etter det året her så ble hele den rekka nedlagt. Hele poenget mitt, folkens, er hvis dere har en plan å gjennomføre noe, hvis dere har guts nok til å gjøre det, hvis dere virkelig vil, følg drømmen deres, ikke sitt på sidelinja. Ikke hør på hva alle andre sier til dere. Drit i hva andre sier til dere. Hadde jeg hørt på hva folk hadde sagt til meg det året jeg hadde lyst til å gjennomføre min plan, så hadde ikke den rekka finnes. Og jeg vet at det kanskje er noen som sitter her akkurat nå, og det er kanskje noen som følger med på streamen, som faktisk satt på en rekka og som vet nøyaktig hva jeg snakker om. Og jeg håper også at de som faktisk satt på den rekka, og de fikk en god opplevelse av rekka. Så jeg vil rett og slett si som Vegard Skjefta sier hvert eneste år på TG, den tiden han var organizer på The Gathering. Han sier som følger: gjør noe, våg noe, skap noe. Tusen takk for meg.
Thank you very much, Andreas. That's all of our speakers for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. If there's anything you would like to share with the gathering,
Four so
we'll have
far.
more lightning talks next year, so make sure you register to give your talks then. Thank you very much for joining us. I was Josh, your host, and we will see you next time.